legendary TV kiss, Christopher Atkins reflects on his time with Linda Gray. The drama of classic TV. Who could forget the intense, heart-throbbing moments of Dallas, where forbidden love was just one of the many juicy plots? Christopher Atkins, who played the charming Peter Richards, recalls one particular scene that has stayed with him throughout the years. The actor, who was in his early 20s at the time, had the honor of sharing a kiss with Linda Gray, the iconic Sue Ellen Ewing. But little did he know, that moment would be far more memorable than he ever expected. In a recent chat with Fox News Digital, Atkins, now 64 and still pursuing his passion for filmmaking, opened up about the unforgettable scene. "They put me and Linda together, and she was the very first cougar," Atkins laughs, recalling the setting, an intimate kiss between him and Gray's character, Sue Ellen, on a dock by a peaceful lake. "It was just me, Linda, and a whole crew of people standing by, watching," he adds, highlighting the absurdity of the situation. Typically, after a scene wraps, the cast and crew head home, but not for this kiss. Atkins remembers the odd feeling of sharing such an intimate moment in front of a full crew. "The kiss was good, but it wasn't without its quirks. Linda said to me, 'So how was it?' he recalls, almost awkwardly. 'What do you say to that?' 'Oh, it was terrible, let's do it again?' So I just said, 'Yeah, it was good.' And then, things got a little weird. Linda, in her usual playful fashion, had a surprise in store. All of a sudden, my lips went completely numb," Atkins says, chuckling. Turns out, Gray had applied a numbing agent to her lips, something akin to what dentists use before giving an injection, turning their on-screen kiss into a hilarious and unforgettable moment. It wasn't just this kiss that made Atkins' time on Dallas unforgettable. The steamy romance between Sue Ellen and Peter made major headlines back in the day. People were scandalized by the age gap between the two characters. Atkins was 22, while Gray was 43. As they made waves on screen, the press had a field day, with U.S. Magazine famously printing the headline "Robbing the Cradle." But it wasn't just the media attention that stood out to Atkins. He vividly remembers an encounter with a fan who wasn't shy about voicing her thoughts on the age difference. "I'm walking in a hotel, and this lady starts staring at me. She comes right up to me and says, 'You're too young for her.'" Atkins laughs at the memory. The scandal of a younger man with an older woman was too juicy to ignore back then. Despite the tabloid fodder, the Dallas cast was like one big family, and practical jokes were part of the fun. "They were all practical jokers," Atkins explains. "They were just fun and nuts. No one ever left the studio without getting pranked in some way." But behind the pranks, there was also the iconic look that Atkins was asked to embody. As the show's designated sex symbol, he often found himself wearing Speedos, which led to one unforgettable note from the network: "Quit stuffing your Speedo." Atkins laughs, recalling the moment. "I think Larry Hagman or someone was just pranking me because they put me in a Speedo for the show. They didn't have to, but that's what they did." This playful side to Atkins' career didn't stop at Dallas. In 1980, he starred in the controversial film The Blue Lagoon alongside Brooke Shields. Both were very young, with Shields just 14 years old, but the film's portrayal of their romantic relationship on a deserted island raised eyebrows. Atkins reminisces, "The crew was all Australian, and back then, Australian beaches were topless, it was natural for them." Being in such a secluded setting helped the young actors feel more at ease, despite the film's controversial nature. Despite the mixed critical reception of The Blue Lagoon, which earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Cinematography and grossed over $58 million, Atkins looks back with no regrets. "I wanted to be a dad more than chase the business," he admits, reflecting on how his priorities shifted as he grew older. "When I had my 2 kids, I just did whatever came my way, just to put food on the table for them and keep working." As he continues to pursue filmmaking, Atkins' past on Dallas and in The Blue Lagoon remains a cherished part of his journey. And as for that unforgettable kiss with Linda Gray? Well, it's safe to say that it's one moment he'll never forget, mostly because of the numb lips.